This is the city of Buriram, and it's in northern Thailand, and here is a map showing you where it is. Now it's about 310 kilometers away from Bangkok, and it is translated as Buriram, the city of happiness. But at the moment I'm not that happy, and that is because I lost my iPhone this morning. Now, keeping it short, I was on the back of a Grab taxi, bike one, heading somewhere, and a car pulled up next to us and said in Thai to the taxi driver, he's lost his phone back there. So he, with the bike, went up and down the street, couldn't find it. He tried to ring it on my number a few times. The guy, whoever had it, kept answering, hanging up, and then tried it about 8 or 9 times. Took me back to the hostel, where I got onto my laptop, and using the Find My app, I found the iPhone was still on, and somewhere about 4 or 5 streets away, 20-minute walk. And to stop me from trying to find it by foot, I just sent a little message which said, "Hi, I think you've got my iPhone. If you return it to this address," given the address of the hostel, "I'll give you a reward," thinking he'd be on straight away. But he didn't reply. So I had to go along to where the guy was with a map from my laptop, trying to remember where it was. And to be honest, it was only about 4 streets down that way. And with iPhones, you've got an Apple Watch. If you're within a certain distance, you can ping it and the iPhone will make a noise. And I was at the location from the map in my head, pressing the little button on my iWatch, and then I heard it. Oh my God. And went to an open-ended shop where a guy was there looking a bit confused. As I walked to him, I pinged it again. I heard it coming from his pocket. I just pointed to his pocket and just said, "iPhone, please." He didn't look too happy. And then as he pulled the iPhone out, he pointed to the screen, to the bottom message, and I knew straight away he was pointing to reward. And I was like, "What? You want a reward for not giving my phone back?" But I think because I was so happy, I gave him 40 baht. So I've got my phone back. That's the short version. Basically took about an hour and a half, 2 hours to find it, and the only damage from hitting the back is a bit cracked. I don't know if you can see, from when it fell off my pocket and landed on the floor. Oops. And it was then that I realised that I think we've become a bit too dependent on our mobile phones. I especially have. And I also discovered my spare phone doesn't work. So I might have to get that fixed. But this is going to be a little journey around the city centre. Now I know what I'm doing. Oh, I was a little bit stressed this morning. But we're going to start here, which is the train station. Built in 1925, and already you can see a few elephants. I thought they were playing chess, but they're not. They're eating meatballs, as you do. I thought elephants were vegetarians. So this is the railway station. And when it was opened, this was one of the poorest areas of Thailand, and it helped open it up to travellers, to people coming down here, making it one of Thailand's major sports hubs. So you've got footballs there because Buriram holds the biggest football team in Thailand, and even there you've got a Buriram United mega store. And it was actually on the way to the stadium this morning when I lost my phone, so I've had to delay that till tomorrow morning because I really want to do it justice. They're like the Manchester United of Thailand. Oh. I've also been inside to the train station to check on timings for tomorrow, leaving from here. Obviously that's been delayed, so it'll be the day after. Phones, so important. I'm now in the next place, and it was meant to be a 30-minute walk, but I decided to take a grab taxi. But this time I held on my phone like I was gonna lose it again. But this is a statue of King Rama I on an elephant in the middle of a roundabout. Now I'm hoping that I can cross this road and get across over there. And nearby is the cultural centre as well, which I've been told is free to get in, and go there next. Now this looks like a busy roundabout. I assume these are all trees. They've all got lights on it. Right, let's try and cross this road first. That's a busy roundabout. I'm not joking when I say it took nearly about 10 minutes just to cross that little bit there, and now it's all empty. But we are here. Well, I'm here at the statue. There's a little door there. So you've got elephant dragons protecting it. We can climb up, but I don't think you can see much from climbing the stairs. I'll have a walk around the bottom bit first. So this was unveiled, the statue, in 1996. It's a nice little mosaic there. So it was unveiled to honour King Rama I, the founder of both Bangkok and modern Buriram itself. There's statues everywhere, there's fountains. I don't understand the idea of the trees. Does it give an impression of a forest? Well, I'm going to climb these stairs. In fact, they might not be trees, they might be umbrellas, but they do light up on a night time. That's the back end. So he's depicted as being on a war elephant. Well, you can't see much from up here. Even if I turn it around, you can just basically, oh God, I'm stretching. I mean, the best view is if you're in a car coming this way. And this umbrella is just full of I don't know what they are. Oh. And that might be the king himself again. These are good clean. You get a nice view of the roads. Buriram was made a city in October 2024. which is only about a year and a half ago, and that is because of the importance of the sporting world within the city, not with just the football team, but with the motocross or the MotoGP, which is held here every year. That's a better view, possibly. But behind me now is the King Rama I Park, which has got a lot of fencing, but I've not seen a gate yet. Buriram Marathon. Oh, is there a marathon happening soon? It looks like an entrance. No, it doesn't. Huh. So I'm still trying to find a way in. This could be it, hopefully. Oh no, this is the College of Agriculture and Technology. I want to go to the park. Damn. Must be closed on an afternoon. But the Buriram Marathon last year had 30,000 participants. It's recognised as Thailand's only gold label marathon by the World Athletics, and it's basically to entrust this city as a sporting city with its football, its motor racing, and now marathon running. So it attracts people from all around the world, including Kenya, Thailand, and it's a night run as well, which you can understand with the heat of over this place. So they've put this all up early, or it's just here all year. Should I just climb the fence? Is there anything in there? I mean, in the background there's some colourful elephants, small temple. Let's try the other one and see if there's a gate up there. I mean, there's nobody here. So I've just asked someone from outside how to get to the park, which is over there. And I think they said I could walk into the college and just walk across over there. But all I can see is a fence. And there is an internal diagram. Obviously it lists the 7-Elevens. Yeah, it's the College of Agriculture and Technology. Doesn't list the park. And there's no one stopping me yet. So yeah, that's where I want to be, over there. But they've got a lot of like signs up in English as well. Wow. And the road goes round that way, but I want to go that way. Plant tissue culture building. I mean, this is fascinating. Plant tissue culture learning base. I mean, I don't know why it's in English. Or random people are allowed to come in here, like me. Right, I'm going to walk around and see if I can get over there I just want to see this cultural centre. It does say that it's not usually open on a weekend, which is it now. So I could be trespassing. Not for the first time. Right, plant science department, hydroponics farm. Oh, the dairy factory. And I'm getting further and further away from where I want to be. So I might just give the cultural centre a miss. But this is fascinating. I want to go to the dairy factory. I want to see what they do there. Now, I've just walked a little 20-minute slow walk back into the city, and if you saw my last video, you'd have seen the moat. And this time I'm going to try and get to the very end, as I believe there are things to see there. But on my right, as I walk past it, is the only mosque in the city itself. In fact, in the province. And Muslims actually make up a percentage of about 0.1%, meaning in the province itself there's probably about a couple of hundred. Don't know if I can get across in. It looks quite big. So for a very small percentage of Muslims, there's a big mosque. So yeah, so I'm going to try and get across to the very end, hoping there's things to see. Okay, and here I am at the very end of this side of the moat, and across the water is Wat Isan. In fact, there's a gate there, so I might just walk through that. There's a lot of people fishing on the banks around here, especially the kids. And yeah, let's go to the gate. And there it is. That's the entrance. So there's not actually a date I can find when all this was built, but it was originally called Wat Nok, which means outside a temple, because it was built just outside the city walls for the local villagers, and then it was named Wat Isan, meaning the Isan temple, to reflect the regional identity, and that is it there. I mean, them gates were impressive. So for some reason there is a screen around it, so I can't get too close. And then there's a second gate there. Now, the fabled, now I've got to say this correctly, the fabled miraculous amulet of Luang Pho Songkid, which is found somewhere in the temple, is said to bring luck for construction workers, making it a bit of a magnet for builders before they start work, to bring them luck in their building of the day. Alright, so the fence is just around that. So this is the first time I've been to a temple on this journey, which has only been a week long. So I'm not crazy bored of them yet. And then in the background you've got some monks sweeping up. Very golden. But not as golden as that one down there. Wow. That's proper bling. Oh. It was a speed bump I just tripped over. I didn't think I was going that fast. Very nice. A couple more monks over there doing some tree chopping. Right, that's the temple scene. We're coming out the gates. That's the moat down there, which I thought was the very end. And you cross the road and it goes on the moat, so it actually goes around the whole of the city, even though it doesn't show up on the map as water. So there is an actual moat that was the old city centre with a moat protecting it. And that's the moat carrying on. So it's split off in sections, but your sign here says Klong Lalom, which I assume is the name of that bit of water there, is one of Buriram's moat. The ancient city is a large moated site with an oval shape measuring 1,160 metres by 1,150 metres. This moat is probably dated to late prehistoric times or 2,000 years ago. I mean, there's a big difference between prehistoric and 2,000 years ago. Now I think the sun is starting to come down. I'm not going to stare at it because I'll go blind. And I'm going to finish off this day of finding phones and losing phones and mosques at this place which I was at yesterday in the previous video. It is the City Pillar Shrine, and I'm only showing you this again mainly because I found out what it's all about. And most provincial capitals will have a city pillar shrine which is believed to house the city guardian spirits. It goes further on down a fair way of where the spirits will lie. And this one was renovated, according to this little sign, in 2005 to give a bit more architecture of the Khmer style, to give a bit more of its history, the Khmer. Get a bit of a close up on it. So these were actually started in King Rama I reign. That bloke that was on the war elephant, and it started spreading around all the provincial capitals. I think I'll have a little wander around, give you a little taste of it. As I said, this is my last stop. I have done a lot of walking today, mainly up and down a street, listening out for the ping of a iPhone, which I got back. God, he needs, I would hate to have a cold if I was him. Got a little trunk. Oh, it's catching. So yeah, my feet are a little bit tired, and I will rest easy tonight. Now tomorrow, the next video, I will be out. I will be going to the stadium, Chang Stadium, to see Thailand's biggest football club. Next door to the stadium is Buriram Castle, and then there is the MotoGP circuit nearby, and then I'll be going to a volcano. It's going to be another full day tomorrow. So if you've enjoyed this video of me walking then all you gotta do is press that like button. If you want to see the video next of the sport and stuff of the city, then all you gotta do is press subscribe. But until then, next time, I'm off to rest. Bye bye for now.